everyone, I am Coach Kim with the Indiana Parkinson Foundation iClimb exercise program, and today you have joined us for a foot and ankle mobility session. So we will be working on maintaining great mobility in our foot and ankle, which is basically your foundation when you are on your feet. So go ahead and find a sturdy but comfy chair, and I want you to sit up off the back of the chair, and you can have your shoes on or off. But we're going to be starting with some foot slides. So I'm sitting in an upright position, and I've got my feet right under my knees and knees lined up with my hips. I'm going to take my right foot and I'm going to slide it all the way forward as far as I can, keeping my toes on the ground. So this is key. So I'm getting a great stretch all the way up the front of my ankle, right? All the way down to my big toe. But the key is to keep those toes on the ground. So the minute your toes start to come up, you need to stop there, okay, and come back a little bit so your toes can maintain that position with the floor so you get the best stretch. Now I want you to bring that foot back underneath the knee and even further. Now you're going to feel a stretch on the back side of the heel up through the Achilles, okay? Keeping that heel on the ground. So don't go so far your heel lifts. You want to keep that heel maintaining contact with the floor. And again, nice slow push forward. We're sliding. Everything stays on the floor the whole time. And with this type of stretch, you want to maintain the position for a couple of seconds each way, all right? And pulling that heel back again. Maintaining the position on the floor. Again, we're just sliding forward and back, but going nice and slow to get that stretch. Push it forward, toes to the ground, stretch on the front. All right, and if you find one position, forward or back, that's a little tighter, you might hang out there for a few more seconds, okay? The nice thing is this is an exercise where you can pretty much do this when you're, maybe eating a meal or watching TV, right? But great for the foot and ankle mobility. All right, let's bring this one back to center. And let's go to the other side. So I'm going to push this one forward again, maintaining the toes contact with the floor. Feel that stretch all the way up the front of the ankle. And then we're gonna bring it back, bringing that heel underneath the knee, and it's going back even further. You're gonna feel that great stretch start in the Achilles, maintaining the contact with the heel and the floor. Great stretch here, and push it forward. And again, going back and forth quickly is not going to give you the benefit that this hold in each position will do. So remember, when you're doing these on your own, hold it, I would say, for at least 5 to 10 seconds and push it out. Great job. And even though you're working in the foot and ankle, try to maintain that strong core sitting upright as you move through these exercises. Again, anytime you can maintain that core and engage it, you're keeping it strong. And forward. Good. And let's bring that one back to center. All right, so from here, what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you come up on your toes. Just come up on your toes. Raise those heels up and then drop into them. So raise it up and drop. Raise up the heels and drop them down. Raising them up and drop. Up and drop. Fantastic. Make sure those feet are still right under those knees. Knees are hip width apart. Good. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Now the heels are going to stay on the floor. You can scoot your feet out just a little bit, and you're gonna lift the toes. So we're gonna lift the toes. We're gonna hold them there for a second and drop them down. All right, right now you're strengthening those muscles on the front side of the lower leg. Making sure we can lift those toes is important so we don't trip over doorways, area rugs, things like that. We've got to be able to lift our toes, okay? And with Parkinson's, the rigidity can really affect the mobility in our foot and ankle, causing us to shuffle. So these foot and ankle exercises are really important to do on a daily basis. So raising the toes and drop. Raising the toes and drop. Fantastic. Raise it up and drop it down. Raise it up and drop it down. Give me 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And relax. All right. So now we're going to do a different type of heel raise. We're going to do a raise up in the toes. We're going to evert the heels and drop them to the floor. Now come up, bring the heels back to center, and drop them to the floor. So you're coming up, take the heels out, drop them down, bring them up, back to center, and down. Perfect. Stay with me here. I know this is a tricky one. Let's do 3 more. Take them out. 2 more. Last one. And down. Fantastic. All right, just do a little bit of marching for me. Work those kinks out. All right, now I'm gonna have you take your left ankle over your right leg. And now I want you to work on some nice big circles. So thinking about taking that foot around a cantaloupe or something. Nothing too small, right? But a nice big circle going nice and slow. So hopefully those foot and ankles are very loose now since we've worked through some other exercises. So your circles are very big. Now if your circle is not very big and you want to help it with your hand, you can also do that by grabbing your toe and stretching, not forcing. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and now reverse the direction. So now I'm going in the opposite direction. And I like to do about 15 to 20 of these circles on each side when I do them. And again, this is another great one to do each and every day. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, let's drop that one down. Take the other foot over the other side. And again, start your circles nice and big, but slow. All right, that is the key. Making that circle, making sure you're making a full circle, right? And if you have one direction that seems a little more rigid, feel free to go back to that direction after you've done both ways. Good job. And reverse directions. And again, about 15 to 20 each way. You'll get a nice little burn in your ankle as you do these. But these are great exercises, especially to do before you get out of bed in the morning, or maybe you do them right after you get out of bed. Good. And bring it down. Fantastic. You guys did a great job. Thank you for joining us today for the stretching session of our feet and ankles. Again, this is a great one to do each day to help prevent that rigidity from setting into your foundation. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your day.